So thank you.
Well, thank you guys all for coming again. Welcome to Learning RX. This is a national franchise. I'm a former educator, and I purchased Learning RX about 2 years ago to bring into this area. I was in the educational field for 7 years working with students, 7 years kind of out and about doing project management. So this was a marriage of both the educational and the business, and it keeps me out of the airports and it keeps me home with my family. So I have 3 young kids that I am loving to raise. But regardless, welcome. You probably got smarter just walking through the door. That's what happens to everybody that comes in for brain training. So one of the things that you might see out and about in the community is this. It says we are not tutors, because that's what we are not. We're not tutoring. But a lot of parents think, or adults think, they need to be tutored in some capacity. That's just filling the filing cabinet. That's just putting knowledge into your brain. But what happens when your brain can't assimilate knowledge or gather or contain knowledge? And that's usually because you have poor attention, or you have poor memory, or you have poor processing speed. So we work with people from 5 years old to 95 years old, and just like physical exercise strengthens your muscles in your body, when you do these mental performances, like you'll see these tables, they're all set up to do one-on-one mental exercises. So if you were to come in here and there were a whole room full of trainers and they were all working with the kids, it looks like games. You'd see a lot of high fives, you'd hear a lot of metronomes going on, because that's processing speed, because you can slow a metronome down and let the kid process it and answer it, or you can speed it up, and then now you've got to process the information quicker. So it really makes a stronger, faster, more efficient brain. So people that struggle with reading, or people that struggle with math or memory, can come here and really strengthen those. So it's really based on science, which is neuroplasticity, and it's based on whenever you exercise something, you can improve that. So again, if you look at those purple magazines, look down the left-hand side, there is a whole host of labels, I guess, that you could say that of people that we've helped, from ADD, ADHD, dyslexia, you name it. So we actually have a client, or actually of her child, her sixth grade boy now, right? Can you just talk briefly about your experience here?
Yeah, my son, now he's 11. He was 10 years old when he came. He was never truly diagnosed with anything. We just saw kind of, he couldn't concentrate on stay on certain topics. So, we signed him up for the program. It was about 6 months, four times a week. And I have to say that was the only time he was truly happy. He loved coming here. He loved to see the improvement. It was amazing, and his trainer, I think Nick is no longer here, right?
Right.
But he was amazing. It was like a comedy. I was always sitting in the chair watching them. He was trying to distract him, and Dominic was like focusing on what he was supposed to be doing. So it was really neat, and his IQ, I think, improved, I think, maybe by 17% or something like that, 17 points. 17 points.
Wow.
And he is actually due for his, the annual checkup to see